Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Beyond the Sewing Room. I'm Diane. So today I'm going to be talking about my latest make, and also I have a question for you. So here is the question straight away. Do you ever follow trends? Now if you do follow trends, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what guides you towards them, how you choose which ones to follow, and of course if they're working for you. So this is the thing I'm looking at today, is trends, and in particular with regards to patterns. So many of you might have a stash of patterns but still often feel like when you come to a project you don't quite know what to make. You've got an idea in your mind, you've got an idea of the trend that you've seen and all the wonderful images, and it might relate to a cohesive wardrobe, everything going together, the aesthetic looks really nice, the models look fantastic, but of course you come to make it up and you're still not quite sure. Well, the problem with that is you can spend a lot of money, but that doesn't mean that you're going to end up looking exactly like the images, and the garments that you make may not fit with your current lifestyle. So you may have the perfect pattern at hand, you may have everything you need, but you might just need a little bit of guidance on what to do with it, how to make it differently, and how to change it up. So quite often, if we look at what's trending right now, we look at particular fabrics, particular colours that are in vogue or in fashion, and also we look at the way that they are being worn. So sometimes it's just a matter of styling. Maybe we're not styling our things in quite the same way. Maybe we're making them but then not putting them together correctly with other things that we already own. Or maybe we're just not choosing things that really suit our particular style or what we just feel comfortable wearing. So for those of you that don't know, some people, if you are a Minerva brand ambassador, you get to choose from fabric sort of every other month, and you get to make something with it and then share a post to them. So this particular video is not sponsored in any way, this is all my own ideas, but I did get the particular fabric that I'm sharing today in my make free of charge because I did a write-up for them over on their site. So with that out of the way, the pattern that I chose for my make was this one right here. And this one I'm going to talk about is because it is such a good pattern for if you're wanting to make a capsule wardrobe. So here, look, doesn't look very inspiring, does it? So when you're looking at all those latest indie patterns with the fabulous cover art and the really nice aesthetic, some of them have beautiful line drawings, they all seem to go with the current themes and current trends, what everybody's wearing. But the big sort of 4 or 5 pattern companies, like Newlook is one of them, we look at it, it doesn't look very exciting. The pattern and the fabrics used, or the image used at least, it's just not doing it any justice, is it? So yeah, what I thought I'd do is, I've picked this top right here. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I did to change it up. And I've used this beige and white stripe. This is the one I chose. It's 95% cotton, so it's a really nice jersey. And it comes in different colours. And I thought I'd choose that because it's a nice beige neutral. And I probably wear it lots throughout the year. But I didn't want this round neckline. I didn't want this cut off sleeve just here. And sometimes we have to watch how the hemline lines up as well. You might want it cropped, or you might want enough for it to be able to tuck in. So I'm going to add in some visuals right here of what I went through. So for the neckline, I didn't do any fancy mathematics to change this up. I just took the pattern piece, I'm going to show you a photograph, folded it in half, followed the line of the neckline up so far with my scissors, and then where it came out for the scoop, I've just followed it in a little bit. And that meant that I brought in the neckline so that it didn't go right out to here for a wide neck. I brought it in so that it was in a V shape. So I did that with it on the fold so that we got a really nice V. So that's the first thing I did. And then I cut out this band, so the band that goes around the neck. Now for that, I cut it in 2 pieces because we want a centre join if we want to get a really nice V. And also because I'd used a stripe, I wanted all my stripes to line up. So again, I'm showing a visual right here of how I did this. And to do this, we tend to do a cutout V, and that gives us a nice point as it folds on the V just in the centre right here. So we have our rectangle, it has a V shape coming in like this, we join it together and then it folds over and we get that nice V, and hopefully your stripes should line up. If they don't, you just need to unpick it and just realign them and make sure they do. So with that in place, we can then try it on the neckline and then just make sure it's nice and snug. And if it's not nice and snug, you might need to take a little bit out of those 2 pieces. So do a central back seam, that always helps, is to get this really spot on. take a little bit out of it and then reposition it, pin it again, and if it's a little more snug, it'll lie more flat. So the next thing I did was to lay out that sleeve. So as we can see, we've got this short sort of cropped off sleeve. I do like a cropped off sleeve, but on this one, I wanted it to come down a little longer. So I've just taken the line of the cutting a little bit further and just squared it off so it's just straight, because you'll also find that that sleeve has got a bit of a curve to it. So just ignore that and cut it off straight. So that's a couple of things we can do with that. As regard to the length, that depends on you. So if you like it cropped, cut it off so it's a crop length, but do pin it first, try it on, make sure you allow enough for a hem. And if you want it longer, again, just bring it down further, but do allow for your hips. So if it's a crop one and you're making it long, you will need to come out because obviously your hips are wider. So that's just a couple of things we can do with that top. And there's somebody you're trying to emulate fashion-wise, just have a look, take a look at a few images, see what colours and textures they're using, and maybe try to go for those colours, especially if they're colours that suit you. If they don't suit you, that's never going to work, I'm afraid. Now, this sort of longer line skirt, I think, has been sort of in fashion, especially over the summer. This particular one has got slits up the side, and if you make that in a nice fabric and in a more sort of fashionable fabric, I would suppose, that would look much better. Again, the wide leg trousers or pants being in fashion all summer long, and I'm sure this will continue into the autumn. That's another great one. Again, it's just a case of fashion choices and fabrics. And if you like a shorter skirt, we've got that one as well to play with. So all in all, this is an inexpensive and really great pattern for building a capsule wardrobe. A lot of what's on there, if you just tweak them a little, they can be the sort of things that you're looking at on the fashion pages at the moment, on the catwalk. It's just a case of colours, textures, fabrics, and just doing a little bit of tweaking. So I think following those trends, if that's what you want to do, doesn't have to be expensive. You can use the basic patterns that you already have in your stash. Just take a look at them with a fresh pair of eyes. So I'm going to be inserting some images just here of my top when it was finished. I'm happy with it. It's really comfortable. It's something that'll go with everything, and I like the style. Now, if that's not for you, of course, you can change that up by using a different fabric and then just modifying it a bit further to suit what you like to wear. So these patterns don't always have to be exactly as they are on the packet. Just change them up, add a few details, add a few tweaks of your own, and you've got something completely new. Now, while we're on the subject of changing up patterns, if you watched my previous video and I shared a few easy patterns with you, I did share this one. So it was Newlook 6483, and it had this selection of tops on the front. Now, this one that I'm wearing today is this view C right here. I said I'd made it a few times before, and this is one of them. Now, this one, I got the fabric home and found that there was a flaw in it, but I was quite away from the fabric shop. I didn't want to mess around taking it all the way back, and I thought I'd just get on with it. So as I had started cutting it out already, what had happened was the flaw was across the middle. I'll stand up so you can see. I did some stitching just here, two sort of tucks, just to make it more of a design feature. And that's how I found a way around it. I'm not saying you have to put up with substandard fabrics or materials, but if you do find yourself in a situation where you've bought a remnant or something like that, and you've got a piece of fabric that has a flaw in it, or if you've started cutting out, before discarding that project, please do have a think about it and think if there's any details or elements that you can add to it to save it. So that's what I did with this one. And I don't think they're really obvious, but I just feel like they look like they could be there anyway. And that's what I did on mine. And I still wear this top and I don't feel like anybody notices. Just another little idea for you, just to save those rogue fabrics that might have a flaw in them. So just a quick one today, and please do let me know in the comments. Do you follow the trends? If so, which trends have you been following? Which patterns do you like to use? Do you use the traditional patterns, sort of Burda, Newlook, McCall's, or are you one of a more of an indie pattern seamstress? Do let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll be back soon with more sewing inspiration for you. Bye for now.